Good evening, guys. Welcome back to the channel. We are driving with Zach again here. It is 8:30 p.m. and I have just had a great day, and I wanted to make a video talking about this level of mental, psychological callousing, just the callousing of the mind, and just getting harder by doing it. You know, you get stronger bench press by bench pressing. You get stronger fasting by keep doing it. You know, nobody benches 300 pounds in 7th grade. You know, you start pumping and you work your way up. And, you know, fasting is very much like that. Some people I've seen them be able to pop out a 10-day fast, but like just the overall commitment, the self-discipline. Let's just call it, you know, the self-mastery. No matter what you're going to do, requires practice, and failure is a part of the process. I mean, I'm just finishing up David Goggins' first book. I read his second book first. I'm reading his first book second. And the last chapter in there is, I just looked forward to the name of the last chapter. I'm on the second of the last chapter now, but it's about, like, you know, failure is the way. You know, like you must, like muscle failure is how to get stronger in your muscles. Like, work till they fail. And, you know, when you fail enough, like, not like you're going to succeed exactly by failing, but you're going to learn how to succeed by failing. And I feel like I've taken so many steps in the right direction that I'm just wanting to, hey, praise the Lord that I feel the strength building up. And I felt super motivated the last couple days, but something I'm doing different. This is the first time in this whole 16-month, 18-month YouTube channel experiment is I'm not getting too excited about being excited, because I always do good when I'm motivated. So I'm telling myself, man, you got to do good when you're not motivated. When you have those overwhelming desires to eat. I've been saying that for 10 years. Like, that's a thing. There's no such thing as an irresistible, cannot be stopped desire to eat. That's kind of how I've felt. Like I'm realizing now I've used that to justify the overeating, or even, you know, like breaking a fast when I don't want to. It's like, well, I had this overwhelming desire, overwhelming urge, you know. It's like I can resist anything except temptation. And so I'm just trying to callous my mind and back to the cold showers. I'm not going to stop harping on these cold showers. I was thinking about it today, just thinking about like food in the future, and I was like, just stop, dude, you know. And I had a little like cold shower callus. Like, I just felt like hit the cold shower in your mind. Like, in my mind, Zach, like, that cold shower sucks. You're doing it. You do it every day. You don't like it. Like, I mean, I'm learning to appreciate it, you know, maybe not love the feeling of the, you know, your body's trying to resist dying of cold. So it's obviously nothing you're going to like totally enjoy, but you enjoy the benefits of it. And I'm like, this is how you have to learn how to resist. And like, it's going to hurt to not eat when you want to eat before bed. Like, these last few times I've failed, like last week, a couple days where I'm eating late at night, and I've really been trying to feel my body. Like, are you any kind of hungry? And the answer is like, not at all. Like, I'm not eating out of hunger. These late night, it's just a habit. It's just a drug addicted habit that I have to break. And so this callousing of the mind that I got from David Goggins, by the way, is just, it's helping me lean towards that direction. Like, let's just keep struggling. Like, you're going to have to resist. So today I just had a minor temptation. And I just thought of, hey, you can take a cold shower, you can resist. Oh, here's what it was. I don't know why I went in the lunchroom. I barely ever go in the lunchroom. Even days that I do eat at work, I tend to just eat in my office. But anyway, I went in the lunchroom, like, oh, I'm just going to socialize. I had to work a 14-hour day, and I was wandering around. I got my radio on me. And I go in there, and there's tons of great guys work there. And one of the guys was like, hey, Zach, you want some of these pancakes? Or you want these pancakes? It's like this big baggie with like a stack of, you know, it was not like 2 pancakes. It was like 4 or 5 pancakes, like nice looking and a bunch of sausage. And he's like, I got butter and syrup, and it was not all that tempting. You know, I pretty easily said no. I kind of beat around the bush, and I'm like, sure, you know, when I come in here when I'm starving to death and I want something to eat. Nobody offers me food. I kind of joked with them, but I thanked him deeply. You know, I even went back and thanked him again later. Like, hey, man, thanks for the offer. I just happen to be fasting. And so, I don't even consider that great discipline, but I'm like, give yourself credit. I didn't bring food, so I was going to fast no matter what. And then somebody offered me all this free, delicious looking food. And I passed up on it. It's like, okay, you did that. And it's like now, like tonight, I'm not going to be tempted to eat because I'm fasting. So it just your hormones are so different when you're fasting. Your insulin and your blood sugar is so low, and your insulin stays low, and that doesn't mess with your ghrelin and your hunger hormones. And so it's easy to not eat when I'm fasting. It's the next time I eat, well, I'm already telling myself, what can I eat the next time I eat? So you're not going to fall to some junk food. The next thing you get to eat is this. And whenever you break your fast, this is what it's going to be. And it's just whatever you believe to be healthy. For me, it'd probably be eggs or steak, something like that. Just a low carb, something that's going to keep, because fasting has my blood sugar and my insulin so low, like eggs and steak will keep the blood sugar and the insulin very low. It'll be like simulating the fast. And I'm not saying to go eat a 40-ounce ribeye. I'm talking about like a 6-ounce, 5-ounce ribeye or 2 or 3 eggs, something like that. Just something healthy. Fill your stomach up. But see, just talking about food right now, it's like I'm not wanting it. I'm wanting to hit these goals. I won the weight loss bet. Then I lost one. And man, I don't like losing. And it's not that I lost to somebody. I lost to myself. It's just an accountability app, really. So I'm really enjoying it. Maybe I could compete with other people and I'd be even more competitive, but I'm pretty competitive even when I'm just being accountable to myself. So I really want to win this next weigh-in, which is so these 4 on days of work, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I'm fasting for sure. And then maybe 1 or 2 more days, because that's when the fast ends, and I'm gonna have to make sure I can hit this. It was like 240 something, and I think I'm pretty close. I'm on pace. I might have to like work out really hard that last day or something like that, but it'll be a day off of work. So I know if I go walk like even 10 miles in the sun, I lose like a few pounds. You know what I mean? Like it's pretty significant. Just a little weight cut, something easy, but something I want to do anyway. I want to go for 10-mile walks anyway, and eventually be back into the 10-mile jogs and 10-mile runs, and then back into the half marathons and everything and whatever. But I'm really, don't look too far ahead. When you got to lose 100 pounds, and you skip a meal and you work out and you weigh yourself and you weigh exactly the same, it is really hard to stay motivated. That you got to lose 100 pounds. So these smaller intermittent goals, like this weight loss bet app where it's 4% of your body weight in 4 weeks, that might even be a pretty lofty goal. The first, like if you're 350 pounds and you're serious about weight loss, I mean, you will easily lose 4% in the first 4 weeks and maybe the second 4 weeks, but eventually you're going to stall out and hit some plateaus, and so it's going to be a very hard pace to maintain. But I think even if I consistently make like $50 and $100 bets, I mean, I'll win enough of them, but the ones I lose, it will hurt enough. Like, dude, you can't afford to lose $50. You can't afford to lose $100. And then I think to myself, if I eat, I have to buy the food. So there's losing money. And then, I'm going to gain weight and then lose the bet and then lose more money. And it's the opposite. If I don't eat, I'm going to not buy the food. So there's winning money, saving money, having not eaten. And then winning the weight loss bet and getting your money back, and then a percentage increase as well. And it's a pretty decent percentage. It's like 15 to 30%, depending on how many people win and lose. But the ones I've won so far, it's probably averaging about a 20% return. If you bet $100, you win 120. Left lane closing. So anyway, guys, 48 hours into the fast for this week, and feeling great. Yesterday I took the what is it called, the liquid that flushes you out, because I ate some junky food on my last 4 days off, and not that bad, but more than I wanted to eat. least I didn't pound down buckets of ice cream or nothing, but maybe I did have some ice cream. I don't remember now. But just got to get on track and stay on track. It's now. I've been doing it my whole life where, well, the times I've been out of shape, it's like, okay, I know how to do it. I've been ripped before. I've lost tons. I've lost 75 pounds and got in great shape. I can always start tomorrow. And here's the deal, man. You can never start tomorrow. It is never tomorrow. You can only start today. You can only start right now. You can only just do it. Don't even tell yourself when you're starting. Just start doing it. I hate to admit it. I've said it before, but Nike's slogan is the best one that you could possibly imagine. It's just do it. It's the nature of my comments on yesterday's video as far as faith being the substance of things hoped for, the belief in things unseen. Believing you're going to lose weight, believing you want to lose weight, believing you will lose weight won't get you there. Faith is the substance of what you believe in. Faith is the action. The substance is the action of what you're going to do to lose the weight. If you believe, if you really believe, then the faith will be there. And it's like, what's the Bible say? Show me your faith without your actions, and I'll show you my faith by my actions. And it's like, okay, if you believe that, your faith will lead you there. I'm going to lose 50 pounds in the next 6 months. If you actually believe it, you'll be out walking, running, working out, eating right, prepping healthy meals. You'll be doing all the things because you do believe it. You say, well, I believed it when I said it, but then it's so hard. It's like, well, then you didn't actually believe it. And in fact, you probably didn't actually want it. These decisions we think we're making, it's like, man, you are so addicted to the chemicals in food. You have to be honest of how addictive these chemicals are. This is no game. This is not a joke. This is 8 times, what did they say, sugar 8 times more addictive to your brain and your dopamine receptors than cocaine. So, I mean, be honest. I did drugs. They're actually relatively easy. Well, compared to eating healthy, like quitting doing drugs was very easy. Like a non-effort, because it's so obvious the negative effects where well, just eating one bowl of ice cream is not going to be bad. It's like, well, no, it wouldn't be if you only ate one every 6 months, but you're not. You're eating one, it's what you do every day is what you're going to be. So, all right, guys, I don't want this video to be too long because I am just pre-recording it here because I can't go live in my car because the phone just gets too poor of reception. But I'm just about getting home, and it's going to be a wonderful evening. We're going to drink some water and keep sweating it out. I'm going to throw my sweatsuit on when I get home and just hang out for a couple hours, or I guess more like an hour and a half, and go to bed, drink some more water. Guys, just stay up there with me. When you see me go live, please comment and chat with me, because when I'm live, I don't always like to sit there for an hour and write a bunch of notes, and it's so nice for people to comment and have people to just, especially if I could find some dieters and some hard losers like me, where you've just had a really hard time losing weight. Man, if all you want to talk about is just like, hey, it sucks, it's like, yeah, man, we can talk about that. I'm not some guru that's going to pretend like I have all the answers, man. This shit is difficult. But I'm telling you, what I've learned from David Goggins is that, man, you gotta put out, man. You really gotta step up your game. I said it before, months and months and months ago, like the percentage of people that lose weight and keep it off is so small. Like, I'm not trying to live some fantasy world like we're all gonna fucking, 99% of my audience is gonna lose 100 pounds and keep it off. It's just statistically very low odds, but let's beat the odds. Let's be the winner. Like I beat diabetes back in 2016. I freaking got it. I had 11.2 A1C, and within a few short months, I had lost 70 pounds, and the diabetes was virtually gone. Doctor was like, don't take your medicine anymore. It'll be no good for you now. It'll be too low blood sugar. And I'm like, oh, here it is. I never took any of it. So, all right, guys, you know what's up. Jesus loves you. I love you. And I'll catch you guys in the next episode.